two, one, two, one, two. One, two, one, two. One, two, one, two, one, two. One, two, one, two, one, two. Very good afternoon to you, patrons, and a warm welcome to Borrowdale Park Racecourse. Today sees the running of the ProWeb Breeders' Cup 2026 on International Women's Day. And happy Women's Day to all the women on course and around the country as we build up to the feature event this afternoon, which is the Breeders' Cup, proudly sponsored by ProWeb this afternoon. If you can get your card, we'll go through the changes for the program this afternoon. Starting off with the weather information as at 8 March at 11:30 this morning. Wind speed is 8 miles per hour in an easterly direction. Humidity 78% and visibility will be moderate. There's been 20 mils of rainfall in the past 24 hours, 29 mils in the week, and the average pen reading sits at 29. Irrigation is at 18 mils in the past 24 hours and none in the previous 7 days. Track condition is soft and the force rail will be sighted 3 meters from the 1300 meter mark to the spillway. Equipment changes in race 2. Horse number 3 Royal Latham will have a compression mask on. The 5 Copper Fire will wear earmuffs. Earmuffs on the 5, compression mask on the 3. Scratchings, race 3, horse number 7 Fearless Bomber is out. Take out the 7 Fearless Bomber in race 3. And in race 5, take out the 2 Tom's Diner. Tom's Diner is out in race 5. Those are the card changes for the afternoon. We've got a 6 race program lined up today. We're starting off with race 1, which is the Taste Maiden Plate. That's off at 1 o'clock. It's over 1260 meters as we build up to the Breeders' Cup, which is race 6, and that will be the feature event on this afternoon's program. Approximately 9 minutes left to the off of race 1, and which is off at 1 o'clock. That will kick off proceedings for the afternoon as we build up to the feature event. Welcome to our guests from ProWeb and other dignitaries from elsewhere, and I hope you have a lovely day's racing at Borrowdale Park Racecourse this afternoon. Your runners for the first event on the program, the Taste Maiden Plate over 1260 meters, now circling in the parade ring. Got 4 runners taking part in the Maiden plate. Number 1 is Roman Law with Jared Penny for Thomas Mason. Roman Law currently unraced. First outing for the soccer at Gelding. And going up against previously raced runners. Will have to have his wits about him if he's going to make any impact this afternoon. 2 is Kokolina, Norbert Takawira for Deborah Swanson. And Kokolina has had 1 start in Zimbabwe and finished 2nd, beaten by Festival of Light in a maiden 1200, and against the other duo of Queen of Matmata and Tranquil Judy, Kokolina came best off on that collateral form line. Queen of Matmata finished 3rd on that occasion, beaten by Festival of Light. This afternoon she's ridden by Jeff's sister for Deborah Swanson, and the 4 is Tranquil Judy, who was on debut on that same Festival of Light form line over 1200 and finished 5th. So Tranquil Judy is going to have to bring her A game this afternoon if she's going to overturn that form line and get some and make some stake money this afternoon. Selections pick the 2 Kokolina ahead of the 3 Queen of Matmata, the 1 Roman Law, and the 4 Tranquil Judy. Approximately 3 minutes away to the off of the first, so runners will be out on parade in a bit. Your runners for the Taste Maiden plate: Judy, Matthew Thackeray to wear a black cap. Is horse number 2, Kokolina, the mount of Norbert Takawira for Deborah Swanson. Followed down by the 1 Roman Law with Jared Penny. 4 is Tranquil Judy with Matthew Thackeray. And 3 Queen of Montmartre with Jeff's sister. Just the 4 runners going to post. And 1 Roman Law is still in race. Jared Penny partners him up for Thomas Mason Yard. He'll have to get his A game on to beat the race runners this afternoon. 2 is Kokolina. Came second last time out over 1200 meters. Jeff's sister was the rider that time around, beaten by Festival of Light into second. This time Norbert Takawira jumps into irons. Jeff's sister switches onto the 3 Queen of Montmartre, who finished third on that occasion, ridden by Samanga Kumalo. This time with Jeff's sister, and she's going to have to put her A game up if she's going to overturn Kokolina's advantage in the first. For Tranquil Judy, finished 5th on that collateral form line. Lewin Thlapo was on board on that occasion. Matthew Thackeray is in the irons this afternoon. My selections, I'm going for the 2 Kokolina to beat the 3 Queen of Montmartre over the 4 Tranquil Judy and the 1 Roman Law. We're now upon race time for the opener here at Borrowdale Park, the Taste Maiden Plate over 1260 meters. 4 runners now at the starting stall, and we're ready to go for the opening event as we build up to the main event, the Pro Web Breeders' Cup. That's race 6 on the program. But first we have to get the maiden plate out of the way. And these 4 runners lining up as they shutting the front gate at the starting stalls, and they've begun loading them down at the 1260 meter mark. Tranquil Judy steps up first into barrier 3. Kokolina up next. leading up Roman Law. Just in front, shut the front gates on pen number 1. Queen of Montmartre comes up next. Queen of Montmartre is ready. Starter sends them home from the 1260 meter mark in the Taste Maiden plate, and they broke off in a perfect line. Tranquil Judy was one of the first ones to show early pace on the outside. Cocolina is down the center in the dark jacket. Right behind that is the black cap of Tranquil Judy. On the inside of runners is Roman Law, all on his lonesome as they make their way now towards the 600 meter mark, and they'll come to the junction of the two courses. And it's Cocolina who picked it up from back in second, the black cap of Tranquil Judy. In behind that then is Queen of Montmartre in third. Roman Law is a long way off in fourth position, but Cocolina showing the way. In second position then is Tranquil Judy. Back in third is Queen of Montmartre. Roman Law is going to have to be shaken up from there into the final 400 meters. Cocolina by 2. Second belongs to Tranquil Judy, who's coming up on that one's inside into the final 300. Cocolina remains strong from Tranquil Judy, and Cocolina into the final 200 meters is going to take this uncontested, and barring disaster is going to win it. Cocolina from Tranquil Judy. Cocolina wins. Tranquil Judy will get second. Third went to Roman Law, and fourth position will be Queen of Montmartre. Favorite virtually unchallenged in the end. The two, Cocolina, Norbert Takawira for Deborah Swanson, has destroyed them. Second went to the 4, Tranquil Judy, with Matthew Thackeray for Thomas Mason, and third to Roman Law, and fourth Queen of Montmartre. That's how it finished in the Maiden at Borrowdale. Testing 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Was the running of the Taste Maiden over 1260. It was Cocolina coming through to win in his program. Well done to you, Dev. To you, Deborah, can you take us through what the day do you hope to see you later? Be a nice win for you in the first of the afternoon, and you won really well. How is the track running? You hope to see you later.
Oh, thank you.
This is the winner goes to Cocolina, who's come through to win the first here at Borrowdale Park, the Taste Maiden Plate. Next up is race 2.
One, two, 1 2 1 2. two, one, one, two, one, two. So distance. Distance. One, 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 two. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. One, two. One, two, one, two, one, two. 1, 2, 1, 2. One, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Race 2 is the Property X Borrowdale D Stakes over 1260 meters. Runners and riders now coming out in parade. First out in parade is horse number 2, Wherever I Lay My Hat, with Matthew Thackeray for Thomas Mason. One is Battle of Seattle with Louis Nhlapo. Going past is horse number 3, Royal Latham with Filisande Mkoli. 4, Audacious Jared Penny. And 5, Copper Fire with Jeff Shyster. That's the field contesting the Property X Borrowdale D Stakes. It'll be over 1260 meters. Horse number 1 is Battle of Seattle. Louis Nhlapo rides for Thomas Mason. And most of these horses have got a collateral form line tracing back to Royal Latham. Battle of Seattle does so too. Last time they met was over 12.16 in MR70 handicap. And Royal Latham won that one. Battle of Seattle finished 3rd. And Louis Nhlapo is going to have to get Battle of Seattle up through the gears here to get to Royal Latham again. 1260 meters this time around in a Borrowdale D Stake 68. And the Battle of Seattle should be within the places at the end. 2 is Wherever I Lay My Hat with Matthew Thackeray. Was beaten by Royal Latham over 1100 meters in the progress plate. And Wherever I Lay My Hat should be upbeat from that performance in this encounter. 3 is Royal Latham. Filisande Mkoli on board for Gavin McLeod. Was beaten by Wherever I Lay My Hat last time out over 1100 meters. Filisande Mkoli jumps in the irons this afternoon and should have each way chances, this 5-year-old Lancaster Bomber mare. 4 is Audacious with Jared Penny. Also another one sharing that Wherever I Lay My Hat form line. Finished 3rd on that occasion, Audacious, and should be a beat again. Should be involved in the finish this afternoon. 5 is Copper Fire. Jeff Shyster for Deb Swanson. And Copper Fire finished 4th. Was beaten by Royal Latham last time out in the MR70 1260. So the 2 hot contestants definitely then are Royal Latham and Wherever I Lay My Hat. And barring an upset, these 2 should be the ones to beat. But make no light work of the 1 Battle of Seattle, the 4 Audacious, and the dark horse will be the 5 Copper Fire in this encounter. My selections: I'm going for the 3 Royal Latham to beat the 2 Wherever I Lay My Hat, from the 1 Battle of Seattle and the 4 Audacious. Field of 5 safely arrived at the 1260 meter mark, and we preparing to go for the off of the Property X Borrowdale D Stake 68. Favorites are the 2 Wherever I Lay My Hat with Matthew Thackeray, and the 3 Royal Latham with Phyllis Sandin-Colley. As the team down at the 1260 meter mark start shutting the front gates of the starting stall. And they'll be loading them up anytime now. Working on Battle of Seattle to go into barrier 5. Taking hold of Battle of Seattle, Audacious is up next. Wherever I Lay My Hat. Royal Latham goes in. Cup of Fire to complete the lineup. Taking hold of Cup of Fire, set for a start. And the starter sends them home. Cup of Fire flight jumped at the start and lost the jockey. Jeff Shyster is down. And we're going to have a loose horse as they make their way now down the home end towards the 1,000 meter marker. Very quick into stride then was Audacious. That goes up and takes up the running. From back in second on that one's inside is Wherever I Lay My Hat. On the outside of that is Battle of Seattle. Then comes Royal Latham, who's in between runners. And the loose horse is out behind the back door as they make their way now towards the junction of the 2 courses. We've got 600 meters to go. Wherever I Lay My Hat shoots to the front and goes up and leads. From back in second is Audacious. Third belongs to Royal Latham. On the outside of runners is Battle of Seattle as they pass now the 400 meter marker. It's still Wherever I Lay My Hat in front. From back in second, Royal Latham, who's found a second wind. And he's coming strongly down on the inside. Wherever I Lay My Hat, Royal Latham. On the outside of those is Audacious, coming up into the final 200 meters. Wherever I Lay My Hat and Royal Latham duking it out into the final 100 meters. Royal Latham struck the front. And Royal Latham is going to win from Wherever I Lay My Hat. Third will go to Audacious. And fourth position to Battle of Seattle. It got very interesting towards the end, but Royal Latham stuck down and dug heels in and will win the second here at Borrowdale Park. Second we go to Wherever I Lay My Hat, hard fought. Third to Audacious, and fourth position to Battle of Seattle. That's how it finished in the second. had the running of the Property X Borrowdale D Stake 68 over 1260 meters. Won by horse number 3, Royal Latham, Phyllis Sandem Coley for Gavin McLeod. Well done, Gav. Come over, let's have a chat. Very nice horse you've got here, and she looked like she was going to be the one to beat this afternoon, or so I thought.
So you thought, well, you're on my side. I couldn't believe she got beat by 10 lengths the other day, but she was just not right. So phone Paul Matchett, we had a long chat, put a pressure mask on, whether that made any difference tonight, but I think that she fought on the last little bit, and no, she's nice, she'll settle down, and the Cape Town guys are happy, Chris Dorrington and Nick McFall, so, you know, what more can we ask? And Phil rode a really good race. He tracked the other horse, and he didn't put under pressure, and I thought it was a very good ride, very, very good ride, but that's where we are. So now can I go home now, finish now for the day?
Well done to you.
Thank you very much.
As the winning trainer of horse number 3, Royal Latham, Phyllis Sandem Coley for Gavin McLeod, who's come through to beat the 2, wherever I lay my hat, from the 4 rather, Audacious, and the 1, Battle of Seattle. Next up is race 3, and that's the First Mutual Merit Trader 70 handicap. It's over 1800 meters. It's off at 10 past 2. Race 3 on the program is the first mutual Mary traded 70 handicap over 1800 meters. Your runners and riders now coming out in parade. They were headed out. Horse number 5, Ono no Komachi with Filesende Nkoli. Next out is the 1, Empire Blue, Norbert Tekawira in the club colours, all blue. 2 is Kagura with Jared Penny. 3, Aerial Display with Matthew Thackeray. 4, Sallyport with Jeff's sister. And 6, Prince of Denmark with Louis Nhlapo. Scratch the 7, Fearless Bomber. Leaves us with 6 runners going to post for the first mutual Mary traded 70 handicap. Off time is 10 minutes past 2. runners for race 3. The first mutual Mary Trader 70 handicap now arrived at the 1800 meter mark. 6 runners going to post with a scratching of the 7 Fearless Bomber. Take note of the club colours blue on Norbert Takawira, on board the 1 Empire Blue. Approximately 2 minutes to the off time. And the favourites are horse number 2 Kagura and the 4 Sallyport. Looks an open field. Empire Blue had not too promising run last time out of a 1700. We'll be looking to put a line through that and excel this time out. The 2 Kagura has been representing pretty well, finishing third on 2 consecutive occasions, and before that 2 consecutive wins. So pretty solid form line on the 2. 3 aerial displays been running in the outer places. 4 Sallyport had a Borrowdale debut last time out and finished 7th, beaten by distance by Cavani. Spoke to the trainer earlier on and she thought that she would be better finished in this event. So we'll wait and see. A 5 Onono Komachi was also beaten by Cavani, finished 5th last time out. She can do better and has done better before that. Has got to banish in and out demons. While the 6 Prince of Denmark is going to have to knuckle down to make any sort of impact here. They're going in at the 1800 meter mark. And first to go up is the 3 Aerial Display. Aerial Display is ready. Empire Blue's up next, followed in by Kagura. Sallyport goes in. Waiting for Onono Komachi. Still loading Sallyport. Trying to get her into barrier 1. Sallyport not cooperating at the moment. And they'll lead her up into stallbank number 1. They'll try bundle in Sallyport and she's backing away. Trying once more with Sallyport. She faces up. Sallyport facing up, halfway in. Just to close the back gate on Sallyport. She's finally in. 2 more to go. Onono Komachi is up next. Bundling forward Onono Komachi, and they've taken hold of Onono Komachi. Prince of Denmark to complete the lineup. Handless clear, white flag goes up, set for a start, and away they go in the first mutual Mary-Trated 70 handicap. 1800 meters before them, and Sallyport flight jumped the start but didn't get left behind. He's going to rejoin the back of the field. Aerial Display was very quick into stride. That goes up and takes up the running. In second position is the grey Kagura on the outside of those. Prince of Denmark in third position. Further back out to Onono Komachi. And towards the back of the field, the club colours are blue of Empire Blue and Sallyport. Very quick in front is Aerial Display. Has established a 3-length lead over the rest of the field. Kagura is in second. Third belongs to Onono Komachi. Fourth to Denmark. Then 5th position to Sallyport, and Empire Blue's going to have to pass all to win as they pass the 1,000-meter marker. They're being strung along by Aerial Display. Lead has diminished to 2 lengths. Kagura the grey in second. Third belongs to Onono Komachi. 4th position to Prince of Denmark. Sallyport loops round runners and tries to take in on the outside. Empire Blue's going to have to pass out to win as they hit the home straight. 600 meters to go. The leader is still Aerial Display. Here comes Sallyport on the outside of runners. Aerial Display still in front. In second position, maybe just Kagura. Sallyport has grown wings on the far side of runners and is coming in with a late run into the final 200 meters. Sallyport struck the front. In second position is Onono Komachi, but Sallyport's put them to sleep into the final 100 meters. Onono Komachi in second, Kagura in third, and long-time leader Aerial Display will get 4th. Four on the card, Sallyport, Jeff Shyster for Deb Swanson. He comes up with a late rally to win the third here. The first Mutual Mary traded 70 handicap. Onono Komachi rallied on in second with a great run. Third went to Kagura, and 4th belongs to Aerial Display. was running off race 3. The first mutual merited 7 handicap, won by horse number 4, Sally Port, Jeff Shyster for Deb Swanson. Well done to you, Deb. Kudos to you for tipping the horse earlier on, and she's done well.
Thank you, Ngoni. This is a lovely filly. Daryl actually backed her and did all the work of her and won her first race on her in South Africa. And then he obviously approached me and said he liked the filly. Jackie did up the book of pedigree, and it's actually Daryl's mom and dad who race her. So well done to them. Well done to Jax again. She's should be my blood stock agent. She's a great chooser of horses. Thank you to Siggy for looking after her so well in transit. Daryl obviously looked after her. He's had his hands on her all the time. Fortunately, he hasn't been able to ride her. He's got a very bad back and sore legs. But we look forward to him being back in riding form so that he can take over and look after his filly, because they've been good friends from day one. So well done to Jeffrey. Thank you, Jeff, for staying on this one. He had to jump off copper fire for her to finish ahead of the field in the last race, and he fell off this one last time with saddle misfunctions. So well done, Jeffrey, for staying on her and winning a lovely race on her. Lovely, lovely win. Well done to Daryl's parents, and yeah, as I said, well done to Siggy. She looked after him, and of course Gavin McLeod again transported this horse up in fine form. She rode in beautiful neck, as always with Gavin, so well done. And yeah, thank you to the team at home. Thank you to Tim and Sandy once again. And I'd like to dedicate this win to my father-in-law, who's recently passed. Tim Swanson would have been very proud of this. He would have been shouting her home. So thank you, Tim, and we miss you all here at Borrowdale Park.
Well done to you.
Thank you.
That was the winning trainer of horse number 4, Sally Port, who's come through to win race 3. And next up is race 4, the Alliant Insurance, very traded 80 handicap. It's over 1,200 meters. latest from the program is the Allied Insurance Merit Rated 80 Handicap over 1200 meters. Runners and riders now coming out in parade. First out in parade is horse number 1, Red Penny, with Jared Penny for Bridget Steidel. 2 Zafar with Matthew Thackeray for Thomas Mason. 4 Queen of Fire with Phyllis Sendemkoli for Amy Paham. Last out is the 3 Ultimate Jewel, Jeff Shyster for Deb Swanson. Four runners contesting the 4th event, the Allied Insurance Merit Rated 80 Handicap. It's over 1200 meters. Number 1 is Red Penny, ridden by Jared Penny for Bridget Steidel. And Red Penny is on his debut at Borrowdale Park. South African form line is promising, and that means we're going to expect a big run from the 1 Red Penny this afternoon. Bookie's favourite is the 2 Zafar with Matthew Thackeray for Thomas Mason. Zafar's got 2 consecutive wins under his belt. First one in an MR80 over 1200. Second one in the Hatchman over 1100. And this time out goes back to the 12. And he's going to be a big runner. Lots of money on the 2 Zafar as well. And probably 80% of punters who've taken a pot shot at the 4th race have gone with the 2. 3 is Ultimate Jewel. Jeff Shyster for Deb Swanson has been in and out of the money and should be in the places again this afternoon. Last but not least is the 4 Queen of Fire, Phyllis Sendemkoli for Amy Farham. Finished 4th last time out. The form line before that bodes better things for the 4 Queen of Fire. I think she's gonna have each way chances this afternoon. My selections, I'm going for the 1 Red Penny to beat the 4 Queen of Fire, and the 2 Zafar, and the 3 Ultimate Jewel. We're now up on race time for race 4, the Allied Insurance Merit Rated 80 Handicap over 1200 meters. Starting still steam, now loading up the field for race 4. Zafar goes in. Up comes Ultimate Jewel. Red Penny goes up. Red Penny facing up into barrier 1. Just to close the back gate. Leading up Queen of Fire. Queen of Fire is ready, set for a start, and the starter sends them home in the Allied Insurance Merit Rated 80 Handicap. They've got 1200 meters before them. And very quick into stride was Zafar. Zafar goes up and leads the challenge. In second position, then 2 wide out is Red Penny. Dropping on the outside of runners is Queen of Fire. And the tail marker was Ultimate Jewel as they make their way past the 800 meter marker. Zafar leads them by a nose. From back in second, Red Penny. Third belongs to Queen of Fire in the green and red jacket, and Ultimate Jewel's going to have to pass all to win as they now approach the 400 meter marker. Line of horses across the track, not much in between them. On the outside of runners, on the inside rather, Ultimate Jewel's beginning to extend. Red Penny goes up with him. Then Zafar down the center. On the outside of runners is Queen of Fire. Ultimate Jewel looking good into the final 200 meters from Red Penny. Ultimate Jewel continues fighting by a length from Red Penny, but Ultimate Jewel's gonna win it. Red Penny might hold on for second, yes, and third will go to Zafar ahead of Queen of Fire in fourth. It's the unlikeliest of unlikelies. The winner will be Ultimate Jewel 3 with Jeff Shyster for Deb Swanson, who comes through and wins the fourth event, beating Red Penny into second. Third belongs to Zafar, long-time leader, and the fourth went to Queen of Fire, and that's how it'll finish in the Allied Insurance Merit Rated 80 Handicap. Ultimate Jewel has won it. was the running off race for the Allied Insurance Merit Rated 80 Handicap over 1200 meters, won by horse number 3, Ultimate Jewel, Jeff Shyster. It was a pretty unlikely outcome, but Ultimate Jewel's come home and won.
It wasn't actually, because I did like, obviously, Zafar and the rest of the field have been in very good form, and this horse is very in and out, but he was working with Jet Mirage on Monday, and he was giving Jet Mirage a hard run for his money. So I did say to Ernest, I like this horse today, but if this horse ran like he worked, he would be a multiple time winner. He works, nothing can work with this horse. He's a very, very good workhorse at home. So I'm very glad he's picked it up today and had his win, because he's long overdue a win. He's a brilliant horse. He runs every race meeting to keep races open. And we nearly retired him at the beginning of this race, and this season, and we decided not to, because he's sound and he still fits in the races and stuff. So I'm very, very grateful to Sean and Matt for keeping him going, Jax for getting involved in him. Well done to them all. What a lovely horse. He's a beaut, absolute beaut, and he's a fantastic horse to train. He just loves coming to work and doing his job. So Jeffrey didn't follow instructions at all, for which I'm very grateful for. I'm going to stop giving instructions today. Great ride, Jeff. Well done. Great to see you. Thank you very much.
Well done.
We would like to dedicate this win to Jill. Jill Bruss was a huge part of my yard, a void that will never be filled. I'm going to miss her. I can't express how much I'm going to miss her. Every time I cut a tail, every time I do my counts, every time I do a worm count, I'm going to remember her. And she was just a meticulous part of the yard that was solid and always good humour and always sensible. And I could never replace her, so I'm going to miss her dearly. And this was one of her special horses. She just loved him because he's just so lovable. And Jill loved them all. So Jill, this is for you. Love you lots. Miss you terribly. Thank you. Thank you.
Winning trainer of horse number 3, Ultimate Jewel, who's come through to win the 4th. Let's talk to the connections. Well done to you guys. Deborah said she was very confident in his work, and did you feel the same way?
Yes, I felt the same way, and definitely once we knew that Jeffrey was on the back of him, we knew that the victory was guaranteed. The bookies didn't think so, but we're grateful for that.
So did you have a pop on?
We did, yes.
Well done to you guys.
Thank you very much.
The winning connections there of 3, Ultimate Jewel, Jeff Shyster for Deb Swanson, and that's how race 4 concluded. Next up is the PG Industries Pinnacle Plate 105 over 1200 meters, off time 20 past 3. Race 5 is the PG Industries Pinnacle Plate 105 over 1200 meters. Take note of the scratching of horse number 2, Tom's Diner. That'll leave you with 4 runners going to post. Number 1 is Jet Mirage, Jeff's sister. Scratch the 2, Tom's Diner. 3 is Action Zone, Matthew Thackeray. 4, Majestic Warrior with Kevin Derere. And 5, Faraglow with Lewin Slapo. Number 1, Jet Mirage with Jeff Shyster on board for Deb Swanson. Finished 5th last time out over 1450. This time goes even less with 1200. The sprint distance was been pretty effective over the distance. Has won twice consecutive efforts over that distance. So Jet Mirage is going to be a big runner here. Tom's Diner was going to be an issue to contend with, but he scratched. And that will open up the race. 3, Action Zone, Matthew Thackeray has been in the places. Expect same again. 4, Majestic Warrior is going to be the big dark horse of the race, but he's got a 141-day rest to contend with. And if not needing the run, expect Majestic Warrior to be right up there as well. 5, Farah Glow is going to be in the places if at best. My selections: I'm going for the 1, Jet Mirage, to beat the 4, Majestic Warrior, from the 5, Faraglow, the 3, Action Zone. Almost upon race time for the 5th event on today's program, the PG Industries Pinnacle Plate 105 over 1200 meters. 4 runners going to post for the sprint. Number 1 is Jet Mirage with Jeff Shyster. 3, Action Zone with Matthew Thackeray. 4, Majestic Warrior with Kevin Derere. And the 5, Faraglow with Lewin Slapo. Runners now set for race 5, the PG Industries Pinnacle Plate 105 over 1200 meters. Equipment adjustments on the one Jet Mirage are complete. And we're going to have the 4 runners over the 1200 meter sprint loading up anytime now. Number 1, Jet Mirage with Jeff Shyster. Scratch the 2, Tom's Diner. 3 is Action Zone with Matthew Thackeray. 4, Majestic Warrior, Kevin Derere. And 5, Faraklo, Louis Tlapo. First to come up is Action Zone into barrier 1. Next to load up is Majestic Warrior. Leading up Faraklo next. Faraklo facing up. Bundling forward, Faraklo. Now the turn of Jet Mirage. Jet Mirage lines up. Halfway in. Just to close the back gate and Jet Mirage. Jet Mirage locked away, and the starter sends them home in the PG Industries Pinnacle Plate 105. They've got 1200. It was the running of the penultimate event on this afternoon's program, the PG Industries Pinnacle Plate 105. And Faraklo's come through to win for Deb Swanson. Well done to you, Debbie. You thought it was going to be slim pickings for you today. Evidently not.
I thought it would be slim pickings for me as well if you read the race card, but it just shows you these horses, they don't read the race card. This is an epic win. Borrowdale was retired after his last run, and you know, he's won his races, so the handicap has gone on top of him. Vanessa, who bred him and owned him and gave him to Zinfam to run with through Mike Brown, allowed us to race him, and he's done fantastically for Zinfam. But he's sort of lost his interest. He's in his place, and we decided that it was a nice idea for him to go out and just play on the farm, and that's what he deserves. He's just going to be a horse the rest of his life. But he was meant to go out with Gavin, who's going to transport him in future. And this race was looking like it was needing runners, so we put Var in to hold the race. And then when we got the rain and at the conditions and the 52, I said to everybody, hold your horses, this guy's come back from his few weeks very, very well. And at the conditions at 52, yeah, he's got a big chance to have a crack. And he felt he had a big chance, and he's given it all. He's a tired horse there, whereas when he's come back from his other races, he's sort of come back puffing because he hasn't really bothered. He's known he's out at the weight. So well done to Zimfun. Thank you to Vanessa Harrison for letting us run this amazing horse again. He's the granddad of the yard. He's a super, super animal. A privilege and a pleasure to train. Well done, Zimfun. You're not going to see this guy run again, but wow, what a way to go out, and what a special poem. Thank you to Louis. Louis actually messaged me at the beginning of the week and said, and my jockeys couldn't do the weight on VAR, so it was poetry in motion. So well done to Louis for riding a beautiful race. Well done to my team again, and well done to VAR. What a horse. Super, super animal. I'm going to hand you over to Mike Brown, who passed him to us. He's been the man who's looked after VAR after his racing career and brought him into me, and I couldn't thank him or Vanessa enough. So well done to them.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done to you, Mike.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Must have been nice seeing a horse like that come back and win today.
Yeah, most fantastic experience to see him on his final race achieving what he achieved. We're really proud of him, and we look forward to him retirement now.
Well done to you guys.
Thank you very much.
Well done. So winning connections there of horse number 5, Faraklo, who's won his last event here at Borrowdale Park. Next up is a feature event. It's the ProWeb International Women's Day Cup. It's over 14.50. It's off at 15.55. Feature event on this afternoon's program is the ProWeb International Women's Day Cup over 1450 meters. Runners and riders now coming out in parade. Out first is one African Beat with Matthew Thackeray. 2 is September Flower, Filisende Mkoli. 3 is My Secret Place, Norbert Takawira with the green cap. 4, She's Everything. Lewin Klapo in club colors blue and a yellow cap. 5 is Bun Bright, Jared Penny for Bridget Steiloff. And 6, Ziwewere, Jeff Shyster in the club colors all black. Those are your runners for the Breeders' Cup. Off time is 15:55. Runners now loading up for the ProWeb International Women's Day Cup. 1450 meters the distance, and the Breeders' Cup is underway. And first to come up is She's Everything, who's gone in. Next is African Beat. Bun Bright goes up. My Secret Place currently lashing out behind the stall banks. She's going to take her place in stall bank number 3. My Secret Place locked away. Waiting for September Flower. September Flower facing up. Zimbabwe meantime's gone in. Zimbabwe in the club colours, all black. Up comes September Flower. September Flower is ready, set for a start, and the starter sends them home in the ProWeb International Women's Day Cup. They broke off in a decent line, with the exception of My Secret Place, who was very slow away and got left behind. Zimbabwe was also slow out of the gates and will lose a couple of lengths, but very quick into stride is African Beat, who's not hanging about and establishes a length's lead. From back in second, September Flower. Dropping into third position then is She's Everything, and the fourth is being contested between, on the outside of them, Zimbabwe in the club colours, all black, and in behind that, Burn Bright, who's now there on the outside of them as they now looped around towards the 600 meter marker, and they'll come charging down the home straight in a few. African Beat by a length. Back in second is September Flower. Dropping into third position, She's Everything. Burn Bright on the outside of those as they come charging now towards the 400 meter marker. It's African Beat in the lead. September Flower showing large on the outside of them. Here comes Zimbabwe on the clouds on the outside of them. Into the final 200 they go, and September Flower shoots into the lead. Zimbabwe is flying home on the outside of them, but September Flower's got a healthy advantage. September Flower won the ProWeb International Women's Day Cup and will win it strongly. Phyllis Sandem Collie for Amy Parham on board. Number 2, September Flower, will do enough to cull the charge of African Beat, who was the long-time leader in the Breeders' Cup. But September Flower found enough in the final few lengths to come up and win the ProWeb International Women's Day Cup. And she will do it underneath Phyllis Sandem Collie. And that's how it'll finish. September Flower with the win. Second will go to African Beat. Third went to She's Everything. And Zimbabwe came in with a storming charge late on, but could only manage fourth. And that concludes racing in the ProWeb International Women's Day Cup. We'll see you next time. There we had the running of a feature event on this afternoon's program, the ProWeb International Women's Day Cup over 1450 meters. And well done to the Amy Parham Yard for bringing home the winner. Well done to you, Mike. Well done for winning the ProWeb International Women's Day Cup.
Oh, thanks so much, man. It was a great run from her. She's a gutsy little filly, and thanks to Adrian and Peter Moore for giving us a lease of her. And the Brumby Syndicate, it's nice to have them all out here today. And we're really pleased that she's everything. Ran in third as well. So, finished well. We haven't been in the winners' enclosure for a while. I've forgotten what you look like. But no, that was fantastic. And she beat a good horse. Thomas has got a bloody good horse there. So she beat a good horse into second. Yeah. So, very pleased with her. But I'm sure Mr. Paul, if you would.
Cheers, Mike. The nominee, Mr. Littleford, he's pulled a fetlock, so he wasn't able to get across here, hence my appearance. But obviously fantastic. Firstly, to thank you, the ladies. What a fantastic ladies' day they put on a Borrowdale today. So that's the biggest. And it's wonderful to see this sort of thing back at the racecourse. So thank you very much, ladies. And we are very sorry to beat the ladies on Ladies' Day. Michael, well done. Great performance, well done. Well done to Pula Sunday. And they'll do what they do best now and go and enjoy themselves. Thank you.
Jendai, thank you so much. I'm sorry I beat your horse, but you're looking amazing, and it looked amazing up there, and it's great to have all your colleagues and friends out here today. Fantastic, thank you.
Well done to you, Mike. Please receive the ProWeb International Women's Day Cup from Mr. Dion. And the winner of the ProWeb International Women's Day Cup, horse number 2, September Flower, Phyllis Nkoli and Amy Parham.